I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the moodies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I just here to remind you, but never mommy, man.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
And that'll set him back 5.
Now let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot!
Now back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ray. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Hot!
Now they'll run on the draw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Lucky 56. Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And Detroit getting set to go now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Number
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, some strong running. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Running room down to the 32. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Leopard! Leopard! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Over! Detroit!
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Set! 3-19! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption they can cause.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. On the move to his left. Oh, batting at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they'll go on the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. First throw now for the backup Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
No. Check. Patriot.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. For a right side complete to Carter. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ray. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ray. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And his kick is good. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now the Packers get set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 54 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
That boy's got 4. 4 down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180. Red Ransom.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky, and this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Set. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun. Hot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
319. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
Back to throw. This is Crowell on the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Gun, 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 gun.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.